Have didn't forget today. Share my screen. Okay, should be good. And then I'm gonna do one more thing, and I'm gonna see if I can share it into the Facebook group so I don't have to worry about live stream to YouTube. Not that. That is a 4-leaf clover. That's awesome. Okay. All right, so can you guys see my screen? Can you guys see this website page? Yes, okay. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and do thyme oil. So you can see all these oils are in here. Okay. Oh, Elisa just texted me. Can't see that for some reason. Go back to this. Okay. See this is just in the way on that side. I'm so sorry, guys. This is what happens after you come on after a party. My brain is not fully firing. Okay. So thyme oil is for protection. So not having protection. So I want everybody to go ahead and grab your thyme oil, take a deep breath, apply it to your emotional alarm points. And we're going to think about a time in our lives and go through a time, even if you can't really understand why this was triggering for you, or maybe you just recognize a time when, you should have been supported or protected. Go into that space and bring that to your consciousness by touching the 2 points on the forehead. And Elisa always reminds me, very simply. Oh, let me see if she's in the waiting room. Shoot, she might be in the waiting room. Okay. Okay, sorry. I just was thinking she might be in the waiting room. Yikes, I'm sorry. I have a house full and thought we were not meeting today. That's okay. All right, we'll keep going. All right. Okay, so we're gonna apply the essential oils right to our forehead points. So this brings us to our consciousness. And if you remember, when you breathe in the thyme oil, you're activating that memory center of your brain. And the memory center of your brain is called the limbic center. And if you think about this, moms who are pregnant, who aren't able to emotionally regulate, aren't able to provide physical support with food, who aren't able to quit smoking or drinking, those are moments in the womb where those babies did not have protection. So this is going to go back subconsciously into all areas, all times and spaces where your subconscious knew that you were not being protected. So touch those points. Then we are going to go to our point on the top of the head. So the front brings us to consciousness. The top of the head is where the pituitary and the hypothalamus are. And this brings us into all of the regulating systems of our body. So when I was looking through the endocrine system, if something isn't able to be processed, the endocrine system quickly figures out what to do with it and sends it somewhere else. So I want you to hold that space on the top of the head and gently just bring attention to that area so that the new awareness can go fully there. Then we're going to go to the filter points on the back so that now these can be filtered with love and gentleness. And then the final point, the spinal cord, or the release point, where we're sending it back out into our body so that physically it can be moved away from cellular consciousness to be restored, to be healed, to be protected, to be loved, so that that can be filtered through those filters rather than fear. Okay? Go ahead and take a deep breath again. Bring your hands to your heart. That's a safe point. You can put your other hand on your belly. It's another safe point. Just regulate your breathing. And as you think through these times, I want you to go now in this chart. We're going to see the cellular memory chart. And this one is if you find your false ribs and follow it to your midline, it's going to be above your belly button. And you're just going to hold that oil there, your hand there, kind of where I usually hold my hand for breath work. And I want you to take a few deep breaths in. And I want you to think through this. Or maybe just feel it, maybe not think it. So smell the oil and feel the emotion. When did I not have protection? The other side is going to feel secure. You are going to now envision yourself being held. Maybe the adult you is going to be standing behind the little you, and you're going to be watching them. You're going to be protecting them and making sure they're safe. Maybe you're going to make sure that your meals were created for you, that you were tucked in bed. Maybe you're going to go into relationships and be able to use your voice and stand up and say something when you have not been able to protect yourself. How many times have we cowered and not spoken and not said anything, and we made ourselves very small because we could not protect ourselves? We need to think about that and feel secure. Like the Lion of Judah being able to roar in the face of your enemies for protection. The lion doesn't always have to fight and engage in battle and tear at flesh. Sometimes just his roar is enough to create something that provides protection for those little cubs, for his herd, for his pack. You get to be that protection now. You get to be secure. And just as we all are in alignment with our spirit connection, our spiritual connection now protects me. That's our phrase. So anytime you're feeling a disconnect, disproportionate to what is actually happening, if you've ever been in a situation where something happened before and it's happening again, and those moments from before are coming out in you, and you're feeling like, oh my gosh, you're feeling just bizarre because you're witnessing an event that was something in your past. I have a hard time witnessing people vomiting because of how many years I spent vomiting when I was pregnant with my first two babies. Like months and months. Yes, you. And vomiting just triggers me right back into, oh my gosh, I'm going to be sick and not able to get out of bed. It can be little things that your body connects to your mind. And now your spirit gets to be strong in those spaces. Your spirit gets to be whole again. Your spirit gets to be in perfect alignment with the truth that you are safe, that you are secure, that you are at peace, that you are one with your spirit, and that everything that comes from you today now gets to be done in safety. It gets to be done from a place of connection. It gets to be done from a place of, I understand that I can do this because I'm not choosing things out of fear. I'm not trying to make money because I'm feeling worried about money. I'm making money because the energy is flowing to me, because the energy I give out comes back to me. It becomes the energy you receive. So again, cellular memory is right there on that a little bit above the umbilicus. The alarm point on the hand, which I find ironic because a lot of people, I don't know if you've ever seen these before, they get these cysts. They're like a grape-sized cyst. And my grandma had one. And they used to say you could Good job. You could smash it with a Bible or a book and it would like smash and then go away. But it would be these huge cysts right at that spot on that cellular memory. So place your oil there. As you go through today, remember to use this oil, especially this week, especially if you're going to be with family. I often relate a lot of my issues to my mom's emotional insecurity about her family, and we tend to see a lot of family during holiday seasons. And this year, I am not going to go see that family. I'm not going around them. And I'm doing something, I'm breaking a cycle of feeling forced into being unsafe places. So as you go through your week, we're doing a lot of different things. We're doing a lot of work that's more present on our own stuff. We're doing things that are not stop broadcasting stream again. No. We're doing a lot of stuff that's more grounded in our work so that everything that we do is out of a healthy place. So if there are times when you feel unhealthy, when you feel imbalanced and you feel insecure, you feel struggling, it's a great practice to do what you would recommend for your clients and come back to the truth, which is that you're safe, that you can heal, that your body wants to be whole. Okay? So I'm going to stop this. I'm going to see you guys. Hopefully you can still see me. I don't even know how to do this with the Zoom. I get so lost sometimes. Close that out. Okay, were you guys able to see any of that? Were you guys able to um to get through some of that? Okay, good. Elisa said she had family here, so I'm sorry that she wasn't able to process the emotions. But as you go through today, and this week and next week, and as you gear up for, a big trip, if you're going out west, or if you're doing a family trip, or if you're getting ready for a big exam, all of those things require you to be the best you can emotionally and physically and mentally and spiritually. And that's what these calls are for, is just to get you to a place where you feel really strong and really secure. Like you could go climb a mountain tomorrow if you needed to. So anyone have anything they want to share before we jump off?
Elisa did a Raindrop refresher yesterday,
Oh,
and it was
great.
wonderful.
Tell us about
It
it.
was really basically we just kind of kept it pretty low key and pretty informal. Talked about it a little bit. She started with doing a sound with her bowls, some sound healing. And
Wow.
then we went into raindrops from there, taking turns with each other, and it was great because there's one of the techniques of raindrop that I just feel so awkward with still. And just getting her to she and I told her that, and she just really kind of showed it to me, and which I've seen so many times before, but it just helps to in that moment see it and then be able to practice the way that she showed me. So it was really helpful and great to give a raindrop, great to get a raindrop. You were muted.
So which technique was it that she helped you with?
The finger circles. I
Oh
just
yeah,
feel my
those
Yes.
are
finger
hard.
circles are very ineffective, and
Mm-hmm.
the way she just kind of slowly and carefully went through it. Um, I feel like I'm more effectively moving that fascia,
Mm-hmm.
um, and just really just kind of like a tiny little tweak made all the difference in the world.
Nice.
That's so
Nice.
great. Yeah, I think the raindrop refresher is exactly what most people need about 3 months after their class. They go out, they may not participate a lot um in a lot of the stuff that they do, and then like, oh, okay, an opportunity for a refresher course. I'm gonna do that. And I love how she created that style. I hope that she presents that for a lot of other instructors because that's a huge thing. It's vital to get some more knowledge because when you go to your exam, unfortunately, I'm not close to Pam, but we're gonna make sure she feels confident. But if you don't have someone close by to help you, you may go to your exam and not know those techniques well. So, but Karen, are you already past your exam? Forgive me.
Yes,
I'm in my
did,
second.
but I really struggled with it because I get very nervous, and
Okay.
I just went into like this panic state. I just really, I'd like to do it over. I should have done the trial one first because I just really fell apart, truthfully.
And Karen Hennessy, you're past yours too?
Yes, I've renewed my second year, so I'm actually doing the aroma, the what is it called?
The
The
healer
course that I have.
coaching. Yeah.
Yes. Because I have to have that done before I can renew again next year, which I didn't
Yeah.
know. So I'm working on that now.
Yes. Very cool.
But even, having clients and working with them, certain points of the raindrop, just getting to that part and going, am I doing this right? Just still not, even at this point, still not sure about some of the things. Not that I haven't been taught well, but just, I think
Yeah.
until you do it, you know.
Yeah. It's really a muscle memory thing. And honestly, reading it over again sometimes, I think the first 6 months of my career, I was doing a lot of Vitaflex classes because I was building my business, and I would just bring people over, have the premium starter kit out, and we would do the entire class with Vitaflex. So they would go home that day. And then I had a friend come over, and then we watched the videos together because she wanted to do the care training, and she goes, "You've taught me how to do the sinuses and the head backwards." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, I did." So it's very easy to get confused. So it's a lot of nitty-gritty details, and that's why it's good to have the exam. It's good to continue going on forward, keep practicing all those techniques and staying close with the people that provide that. So that's why we have this group. Grateful for you all.
We are grateful for you.
Likewise.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, it was a little bit haphazard this morning. I did not, you know, life. But anyway, thanks for joining in and being patient with me. And Elisa says hello, and we will post for next week. If she's not able to make it, I'll do the call again. No problem. And we'll have a nice little clearing for basil. So again, if you use THYME this week, really, really just put a little bit on you and go slowly with that aroma. Don't bring it in and like smell the pungent, really tiny molecules. Let that aroma come to you. You're going to smell a totally different scent when you let that kind of sit on your hands and then bring it back up and to smell the heavier molecules. It's very interesting. It's very different smell. When using it this week has opened my eyes to this is a very deep, great oil. So, all right. Happy 4th of July. Love you guys.
Happy
See
4th.
you later.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye, guys.